So they're trying to cancel Jimmy Kimmel once again. Let me kind of rattle off what happened before, and then some things that you may not have seen. Of course, there was this people are offended, a horrible response to the Megan Fox interview, right, where he basically said that he implied that he likes to have sex with 15-year-olds. And then, of course, you remember the blackface that he did with Karl Malone. Right? I think we have that. Those are the things that happened before. Megan Fox, Karl Malone, blackface, and then he decided to take 2 months off this summer. How convenient that must be. By the way, hit the notification bell if you are here on YouTube right now, and hit all notifications, because subscriptions don't mean a whole lot. They do not. Of course, just check in every day. This show streams in the mornings at 10 a.m. Eastern, and we have clips going up all the time. What you may not have seen, however, and this is the recent one, is his Snoop Dogg parody track that he did a while back, in which so I'm not going to accuse him of black voice, and frankly, let me be really clear, I don't think Jimmy Kimmel should be canceled. Right. I understand the hypocrisy, but I don't believe that conservatives want to live by this sword as well, or libertarians or free speech activists, because I also don't think anything that Jimmy Kimmel did was that offensive, other than it not being very funny. Right. So this is his parody of the Snoop Dogg track that has gotten people mad. A fat nigga in a sleigh giving shits away. Yeah. Wow. So I want to be clear in what he said there. Yeah. Wouldn't it be funny if we got banned from YouTube for Jimmy Kimmel saying? And I think Half Asian Bill, it's not a parody, actually, because that might be covered. It was actually he just sounded like Snoop Dogg saying the N-word. So it's not like there was cover where he could be like, oh, I was just doing a parody of, no.
That's actually pretty bad.
You were aching to say it. But here's something else, too, that a lot of people haven't seen. It only has like 75,000 plays on YouTube. I assumed that everyone knew this. You guys hadn't seen this at all before today.
No.
It's kind of like Trudeau, right, where they go out and they're all outraged about blackface. And it's not that they maybe did it once. It's that this was their thing.
Yeah.
Like Hoover dressing in drag.
Yeah.
Kimmel did this quite a bit. Speaking of drag, here's an old sketch of him in blackface, again, as Oprah Winfrey.
My body is my temple. That's why I start every morning with a brisk aerobic workout. But I can't do it alone. Workouts are easier when you have a partner. My workout partner is my maid, Marguerite. Marguerite's soft brown stomach protects my knees and ankles from unnecessary wear and tear.
Not too much longer, mi sopra, okay?
Cállate! That means shut up in Spanish.
So, I mean, like, am I offended? Now, here's the problem, is if I say, am I offended? People say, well, white privilege, so I guess I should be. The only thing that really offends me is the feigned offense from Jimmy Kimmel. Because these people go out and go, I can't believe he did blackface. I can't believe that Megyn Kelly said, well, you know what? Back in the day, blackface was dressing up as a black character wasn't necessarily considered racist. We wanted to go out as, I think she said the Supremes or something. Mm-hmm. She said it was or Diana Ross, whatever it was that something she said. Like that. She said, no, it was meant as a compliment because we looked up to a lot of black women. So that person, Megyn Kelly, gets canceled, not with a golden parachute. It's not exactly the same kind of cancel. Like canceled with whatever, deal. $50 million. Yes.
Where do you sign for that?
But I don't want him to be canceled here. It's just as remarkable to me that they go out and attack people when, like, don't you know the internet is a thing? People will find this.
With that kind of dirt existing on you, like, you should really just shut up and be silent about all of this stuff.
And it's not like there was any reason for him to have to do that. It's not like they couldn't have had a black woman do it. He wanted to dress up like a woman and Oprah in blackface. Yeah. And I will tell you this, when we started off and I was always dressing up, we didn't have anyone aside from me and like two other people working for us, none of whom at that point were women, so to dress up as women. He had an entire staff. That was the man show.
He has no excuse. I don't know, like, my reaction, I'm like, oh my gosh, is in current times, knowing that he's going to be roasted for this. Like, there's just no cover for him. He cannot find a safe place to hide. But I think to your point, is he actually going to be canceled? Do you think he's actually going to have to go away for some of this stuff?
No, well, he is away for a little while.
I mean, right now.
Must be nice to take a 2-month break. Especially when you have all these. Just let the executive PR people try and handle it for you. But you might come back to not having a job. So I think he knew that this was back there.
Yeah.
And he said, all right, I'm just going to go away until this blows over. My guess is his response will be, well, this is just a concerted attack from people who want to draw attention away from their actual racism and go back to perpetuating the same exact cancel culture. That's what I think we'll probably see. That's what you see them do often. Like, the real problem in this country is Trump. And then you're like, and then people who are dumb enough to like vote for Joe Biden, and they completely forget about the fact that he was Oprah in blackface, in trans blackface, stomping on a Mexican maid.
Wow, there's just so many levels there.
Everything about that should be offensive to the left. If there's something that should get anybody canceled, it would be that. I don't want Jimmy Kimmel canceled. I want to be as clear as possible. I see conservatives doing it. I get that it's fun pointing out the hypocrisy. I would like to see Jimmy Kimmel go out and change his views and say, you know what, listen, this has gotten ridiculous. We're trying to hold people to today's standards from things that people had done many, many years ago. And keep in mind, that's not that long ago. In the 90s, there was no outrage when he did Karl Malone. There was no outrage. There was so little outrage that even the people who went back and digging didn't find the Oprah clip. You're probably seeing it for the first time now. There was no outrage when Billy Crystal did Sammy Davis Jr., not even from Sammy Davis Jr.
Exactly. Well, and it could very well be that Jimmy Kimmel didn't remember that he did this. It didn't register in his mind as being some kind of low light of his career or something.
No, I think he
really? Okay. Yeah. I mean, what I'm saying is like it may not have stood out because it wasn't.
He's done it so many times.
Sure.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, he's a contender. I mean, the champ is pound for pound and overall world champ. It's going to be Trudeau.
It's got to be Trudeau. There's not.
There is
not
no
even Northam.
I think
it comes down to severity of the incident of blackface versus frequency.
Right.
So, like, Trudeau's a volume puncher. He's like, where are you going?
Sure.
Blackface, pitter patter. Whereas Northam was just, that Rocky Marciano lineup, like, and this is going to be a really rough blackface. You're like, oh, that was a rough one.